Okay, so today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite fighters, Rutten. Yeah, Bass. You may remember him, kind of like the godfather of MMA. Started this well before MMA even existed. All right, so what are we going to be looking at? All right, we're going to be looking at a fist strike versus a glove, MMA glove versus a boxing glove. So there's been a lot of talk about this over the years as to, which one is better for the boxer. Does a glove actually protect you when you're getting hit, or is it the opposite? Does it actually allow you to hit harder? All right, so we're going to be looking at that by redoing a test that was done a few years back, but we're going to apply some scientific data to this. We have updated the way we can do this, so we're going to test this in the gym. So if you like what you see, make sure you kind of give us a thumbs up, like us on your various social media platforms. And again, we are fight doctors. We're going to examine everything: boxing, MMA, prove, disprove, investigate, check out, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be doing it. So if you have a topic you want to see us cover, we'll be happy to do that. Just put that in the comments below. All right, so let's get to it. So Louis,
what's up?
How you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right, so Louis, I have a question for you. Would you rather get hit in the face with a boxing glove or an MMA glove? I know, you don't want to get hit at all, right?
Yeah, no.
What about bare knuckles? What do you think of that?
Neither.
Yeah,
neither.
All right. Doesn't sound good to me either.
Yeah.
All right, but today what we're going to do is we're going to examine actually how much force is generated when you have a boxing glove on, an MMA glove, or bare knuckles. All right, so my name is Mike Rosses. I'm a third-degree black belt. Been training for like forever. I'm also a personal trainer, and I've been a sparring coach for over 30 years. This is Coach Lewis. He is the owner and operator of JuiceBoxx Boxing Gym in Freehold, New Jersey. And today, like I said, we're going to do some analysis of strikes on the heavy bag. So we have Tom over here somewhere who's going to come over and help us out. So we will reveal the results at the end, but what do you think? All right, so let's get started. Those of you who watch through the entire video, if you have a keen eye, you will spot an image that will blink on and off the screen. All right, if you name that boxing person in the comments section, you will earn a free spot in our upcoming Fists of Fury Boxing Martial Arts Tournament. Yes, we are going to be hosting a tournament online, and we'll be giving away $1,000 in 3 different categories. A, who can punch the hardest? B, who can get the most strikes in a minute? And C, who is the most accurate? So we will leave links to all that information in the video. So again, if you like what you see,
all right, shoot that right hand, Thomas.
I can remember vivid memories being.
Yeah, eat lightning and crap thunder.
There you go.
All right, so Tom, we're gonna do a little bit of filming using the Power Punch Plus sensor and compare how you do with barehanded an MMA glove and a boxing glove. If you want more information about JuiceBoxx Boxing Gym, the Power Punch Plus sensor, please see the link below. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel, Fight Doctors. Okay, so we will be filming regularly on all topics, again, relating to boxing and martial arts. All right, so Tom, you're up.
There you go. Make sure you put that hip into it too. There you go. Sit down on that shot. Good. Stay consistent. There you go. Make sure you keep your left hand up too. Good.
All right, that's pretty good. All right, now we'll...
Good. Good job. Keep it up. Good. Good. Turn that shoulder too. Put that shoulder into it. Good.
All right, really good. All right, so Tom, I'm going to do lungs. Good shot. Good shots.
Good. Good. Keep your left hand up. Turn the shoulders. Turn that heel. Good. Keep it up. Keep it up.
All right, we got our data.
Ooh.
Huh?
Without the glove, right?
Yeah, we'll do out the glove first. Lewis, how you doing, man? Good?
Good.
All right, don't punch me in the face, all right? Been there, done that. I remember we had Tom hitting the bag last time, so I'm gonna have you now, just so we can see how this feels. You know, can I feel a difference between the glove and your bare fist? All right, so 2 good shots. Again, I'll keep track here, just aim for the sensor, whenever you're ready.
Turn more this way?
Sure thing. Woo. All right, nice. Almost 600. Pretty good. All right, let's put a glove on and see how that goes. All right, so I'm going to save those 2. And now we'll reset it. I got a feeling I'm going to regret this, Lewis, but go ahead. You good here?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, right here. Oh, boy.
Good?
Yeah. Good's a matter of opinion, Lewis. All right, so 2 nice shots. Felt good. I don't know, to me, it felt more, I felt the glove more.
Yeah.
You know, more than a bare hand, but we'll see what the data tells us when we take a look at it. All right, Lewis. Now, in terms of explaining how much force, whether it is 4, 5, or 600, we could thank Sir Isaac Newton and his second theorem for that. Okay, force equals mass times acceleration. Force is the receiving end of the mass times acceleration equation. Mass equals weight, at least on Earth, and acceleration means speed. Okay, speed is velocity, in other words, how fast something is moving over time, which is why, for example, a hook punch delivers a lot of force. Why? Because the mass is moving over an extended period of time, as opposed to a jab, which is a quicker punch, even though it's the same mass. All right, so that's kind of a brief explanation, but the answer to the question as to which one hurts the most may actually surprise you. Okay, so here it is, the moment you have been waiting for. All right, results. All right, so we ran these tests multiple times, actually. We only filmed, a certain amount of it. We condensed it into, let's just say, a summary. All right, so here's what we found. At a force of 627, which is a pretty substantial amount of force, and I'll explain to you what the numbers mean in a bit, were your MMA gloves. Okay, so MMA right in the middle. And who was the winner? Drum roll, believe it or not, it is the boxing glove. Boxing glove came in at a whopping 671 compared to the bare fist, which was 431. All right, so let me just kind of give you some parameters to kind of what these numbers mean and explain to you a little bit about force. So what do these values really mean? Because I said, 400 equals this, 500 equals that. Well, what does that actually mean? All right, so we use what's called relative force, because actual force is measured in either pounds of force or pounds per square inch. But what they neglect to tell you is it depends on the surface. In other words, think of it as punching a pillow versus punching, a brick wall. Okay, so the amount of force that is going to be received by that object is going to vary because a pillow will absorb it. All right, so enough of that. So what we use, again, is relative force. So when I say a 400, a 500, or a 600, you know that a 600 is clearly going to be way more force. All right, so before I give you our explanation as to why we think the bare knuckles came in third place as opposed to the boxing glove, let me give you kind of parameters here, what these numbers mean. All right, when we are measuring force, what we would consider to be a moderate amount of force. So if you throw a good strong jab, you'll probably come in at around that number. All right, we also have the next increment, which is about 500 to 600, which we consider to be a pretty powerful strike. So if you watch the video, you'll notice in some of the videos that the values will, peak at around the 600 range, which is, pretty hard to do. Okay, even, having consistently done this, averaging over 600 is a pretty difficult thing to do. All right, so anything that's consistently over 600 would be significant damage. And of course, the bigger you are and the more padded your hand is going to be, the more force that you could throw with, which brings us to the question as to why the bare knuckles came in last. All right, so you ready for the answer to that question? There's nothing magical about it. Really pretty simple and straightforward, and that answer is pain. Okay, so it hurts when you hit an object with your bare hand. So unless you're really used to doing that, there's going to be a bit of hesitation on your part. And we found that time and time again, particularly with boxers, because boxers wear these big heavy gloves. And that was a question actually in the beginning of boxing, is it actually safer to use an open, well, ungloved hand? Because the tendency is with that big padded hand is to throw it with all the bad intention that you have, which of course is what boxers do. If you know that there's a possibility you're going to break your hand when you hit that guy, then you might want to think twice about throwing it quite as hard. So there's the short answer to that question. All right, it's really all about pain. Now, I suppose if you practice hitting the object with your bare knuckles, then yes, that value is probably going to exceed that of a boxing glove, because all of it is going into that smaller area, as opposed to being spread out over the bag with a boxing. So I hope you enjoyed that video, which actually leads us into our next video, which is open hand strikes. Okay, Bas Rutten, if you remember him back in the early days of mixed martial arts, before it really was MMA, he was a proponent of using an open hand palm strike. So we're going to examine that to see, does that open hand strike live up to the hype? In other words, can you generate enough force with an open hand strike as opposed to a hook? So please stay tuned for that. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, like us, share the video, and of course leave a comment. Again, look out for that little flashing guy in the video, because if you do, it will earn you a spot in our top 10 for our boxing challenge. Okay, we're running a tournament online, and again, it's for who can punch the hardest, who can get the most punches in a minute, and of course, who has the most accuracy, which is the highest value over 10 strikes. So we've made a video about what the rules and regulations are for that, so please see that video. We have a series of videos that we will be shooting. Okay, one of the next topics that we are going to look at is the long hook versus the short hook. Okay, what kind of hooker are you? Yeah, okay, yeah, I did say that. All right, what about the right cross versus the elbow strike? That's going to be our boxing MMA matchup. Okay, and we have the combination. Which combination of strikes is going to give you the most bang for your buck? In other words, is it the jab cross, or maybe it's the hook uppercut, aka Mike Tyson's favorite? All right, so we will be examining that again, looking at the science and the data behind it. Okay, but our next video is going to play off of what we already did. All right, so we already learned that punching with an open hand hurts. So what are your alternatives? Well, Bas Rutten discovered this way back in the beginning of MMA. He used what was called a palm heel strike. Okay, palm heel. All right, well, we're going to examine that strike and see if it lives up to the hype. In other words, can it deliver a significant amount of force when compared to a hook? All right, well, I hope you like our video, and we have a whole bunch coming up, as I had previously mentioned. So if you do like our video, please give us the thumbs up. Please leave some comments, particularly if you want to enter our contest. So we're going to be doing that with every video. We'll have a little surprise in there that you need to find. You put it in there, and bing, you qualify. All right, so show us some love, share the video, and of course, any comments that you have are greatly appreciated. You want to see us look at a topic, maybe something we missed or something you think might be interesting, please drop us a note and we will definitely do that. Again, this is just the beginning. We'll be doing a whole host of things, boxing and MMA. Nothing is off the table. Okay, we're going to examine what we consider to be truths and myths, and we'll be pulling stuff from the internet and putting it to the test. But we would love to hear from you. All right, so again, my name is Mike Rosich, and we are the Fight Doctors. Ding, ding, ding.